Welcome into the Vol Out Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. I'm here today or tonight, depending on where you are, with Russell B. Bright, baby. How you doing, son?
Oh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Jordan. You know what I mean?
Ain't it?
So,
oh, yeah.
We're all in a different time zone, but hey, we're having a good time.
That's right. That's right. I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, you know?
Waiting for this storm if we're going to get one here in town. Jeez.
Oh, I know, son. It's dark. It looks like the perfect storm's rolling in.
It gets real gray, and then it gets real sunny.
It's like, yeah. Like it's like it's almost bowling. You know what I mean? Buddy, we're going to talk about some Arkansas Razorbacks, the Hogs. Arkansas, as the great Les Miles used to call them.
Man.
This is a dangerous game, buddy. I don't care. I know how bad they're supposed to be. I don't care. This is a dangerous game.
You know, back in the day, first time I ever rode a bike without training wheels, I drove directly into a rose bush. This is the way Arkansas feels as a team that we have to play. Every time that they're on the schedule, I feel like we're going directly into a big thorny rose bush that we can't avoid.
Yes, especially when we have to go to Fayetteville.
Nightmare.
This is one of those games where it's a flex game this year, so we're probably going to have at least a 3:30 kickoff at the latest, maybe the early or at the earliest. This could end up being one of those wild night games on ESPN. But who knows, man? Who knows? But let's get back down. Let's get down into the series history here. Dates back to November 18th, 1907, with the last matchup being a barn burner in Neyland last season. I know you remember it. I do. Vols come out of there 34-31, though, with the win. The Vols do lead the series all time 14-7. However, the road hasn't been quite as friendly. The series is tied all time at 5-5 on the road.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Also, here's something else. Even series in the last 10 games at 5-5.
Again, like I said, this is the thorn in our side, Jordan.
It gets worse, buddy. Last trip to Fayetteville, the Vols lost 19-14. Thank you, Nico.
Yeah, great play at the end of the game, asshole.
Right. Thanks, buddy. You screwed us. Last time the Vols won in Fayetteville, when was the last time you think the Vols won in Fayetteville?
Well, I mean, golly.
2001.
God, really? I was gonna say even before that. That's how much I would have gambled it. It would have been before 2000. Really, it's terrible going over there to play. It's terrible.
I don't know what it is, dude. It's just it's almost like how the swamp used to be for us, or it still is. I mean, yeah, we won in the swamp last year, but did we? Yeah, does it matter? Florida sucked last year. It matters. It matters because that was a streak we all wanted to see come to an end because it's been about as long down there winning on the road as it has been for this one. Let's just get down to it, man. Arkansas, I know they're not supposed to be real good, kind of like their offensive linemen's haircuts.
I love the hair. I love the hair. I might get some love from some Arkansas fans because I love the hair. I think it gives you an idea.
I mean, hey, you know, I don't hate on it. It's just some of them look like the barber just said, you know what? I'm done. Like halfway through it, I'm done.
Sure, but dude, like I said, it gives them an identity. It makes that offensive line different than any other offensive line in the country.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if
maybe,
sure,
maybe, but I mean, at the end of the day, hey, they're not like any other offensive line. When they take their helmet off, you know that's Arkansas's offensive line, whether they've got Arkansas gear on or not. They walking together, you're like, man, it's Arkansas's offensive line. Why? Because I can tell by the stupid haircuts.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely. You know, man, I'm gonna say this, and this might even be a hot take, but I feel like it's got some weight to it. I think this is a hot seat game for Heupel. This is a game he needs to win badly for a lot of reasons. And I say that because this is a game Tennessee should win.
Sure.
On
Definitely
paper.
should.
It's a road game. We all know that. That's a question for hype.
Sure.
And Arkansas, let's just be honest, this would be a bad loss. I don't care what anybody says. Win or lose. I know it's hard to win on the road in the SEC, but there's some games you just shouldn't lose in the SEC on the road. This is one of them this year. We say that.
Sure.
Who knows? Arkansas may be some better this year. And I don't want to sit here and just dog them, but it's a game Tennessee should win, and it's on the road. Hype needs it.
I want to bring this to the forefront too for us, Jordan. They don't have. It's a new head coach, and so they're going to have probably a different defensive scheme. If they're smart, they'll keep the same defensive scheme that they've ran since Pittman was there. Because if they do, we're looking at a team who can contend with us and give us issues for the foreseeable future. That defense, it's not a secret. I think it's the 3-3-5. I don't know exactly how they're lined up.
It's a variation of it, and that's designed to keep everything in front of you, stop the big play.
It limits Heupel. It does. It limits us. It limits our offense. And it's designed to help stop the running game too, the way that you stack the box with 6. So you're looking, and
that makes you go hat on a hat.
Yeah, you're at that point. It's their big guys versus our big guys. Which, granted, our big guys this year might be some of the best in the SEC. Now, in previous seasons, I couldn't say that. Right? We were young. We were growing. David Sanders is probably the number 1 tackle in the league right now in the SEC.
I'll say this: I've seen some clips of him in practice, and he looks like that dude. He looks like he can be that dude. What we thought he was, and what we thought we were getting. Yeah.
Finally, it's great to see that pay off for us because we needed that anchor. And he's the guy. Yeah, absolutely. But that I'm gonna kind of play off that, Jordan. So I think that helps.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of play off of what I said about this being a hot seat game. We could be riding high going into this one. Undefeated, 2 conference wins on the year over Texas and Auburn. Or we've split Texas and Auburn. I don't know. With the schedule ahead of us, though, it sends us reeling with a loss if we're coming in, with one already. Because the next 4 games after this are Bama at home. We go to South Carolina. Kentucky comes to Neyland, and then Texas A&M. To me, this is not a game you can afford to lose. You have to win this. And honestly,
you can't drop this one.
Honestly, this has got trap game written all over it.
If we're going by what you've said so far, Jordan, you've got us undefeated this far in. Definitely this could be a trap game because I don't think Arkansas is going to have more than 2 wins coming into this game. And if that's the case, we're going to overlook them possibly. Not really a thing that we do normally under hype, overlook people, but it could happen. But Bama right next door, that being our biggest game, probably rival. It is our biggest rivalry game, but one of the bigger games on our schedule this year is Bama.
Yeah,
I think is a must win again. I think it's a must win too for Hop because he's proven he can do it twice with, I think, far less superior teams for the exception of the quarterback play.
Well, the thing about
it's a question mark.
The thing about it is, man, is it's like, road wins matter. Road wins matter.
They do.
Road losses matter even more, though, and especially for a bad one. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a bad one. But I'll run through. Go ahead
with that stuff. Heupel's been picked on for years with that stuff. Jordan, he has. The road thing has been a thorn in his side. And that's what I think a sentiment of most Vol fans. Why can't we get it done on the road? And I think it comes back to the fact he's not had a quarterback, the same quarterback for the exception of Hendon Hooker that starts 2 years in a row here. I mean, we didn't have much problem winning on the road in 2022. I mean, unless we got cheated in South Carolina and then Georgia beat us legitly on the road. But that team performed well on the road everywhere else we played. That team had no issue winning on the road. So I think it comes down to the fact that Hop needs a guy behind center that knows this system really well. He can have him here, play a year, play another year. Next year, I don't have a place for us to be besides the playoffs, because that is the resume that Hop has laid down for himself. So this year I got a little leeway for Hop, but he's got all the pieces around him staff-wise and talent-wise that he needs to be in the playoffs by next season.
Right. And I'm not sitting here advocating, that he needs to be on the hot seat by any means, but here, let me lay this out to you. Here's Arkansas's first 5 games leading up to us. North Alabama at home, win. They got to travel to Utah, loss. Georgia, loss. Tulsa, that should be a win. Then they play Texas A&M before us at Texas A&M. That'll be a loss. So this is for them. This is a swing game for them. You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, I mean, if you're Arkansas at this point, from that schedule you laid down to me, obviously I heard 2 wins possibly there. And Tulsa's a toss-up, and that shouldn't even be the case. But I'd say Arkansas probably handles them. At the end of the day, they're 2-3. It's 2-3, Jordan.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's not a good record. So I think at the end of the day, they come in here and they do. It's a swing game, but I think we mean it for different reasons. They're swinging for the fences. They don't have anything else to lose. They're coming in here to ruin people's seasons, to give you an issue, and to try to win enough games to get in the bowl game. At that point, so
right.
Tennessee could be in for a world of a game in Fayetteville easily, and I think they will be early. I think we can handle this team down the stretch. They don't have a lot of talent.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. They could also go in and they could also come into this game 3-2, feeling halfway decent about themselves. I mean, It's just, the third game they'd win though is not going to be Georgia or Texas A&M. It's going to be Utah.
Sure. Utah's a pretty decent team this year, though. I don't know if they'll beat Utah.
And that's a hard trip to make too for a team from. Of course, I mean it's halfway. They're halfway there already from here. So
sure,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not as long of a travel for them as it would be for us, but
right. But it's just gonna. I don't know. It's going to depend. It's going to depend on a lot. It's going to depend on the mindset. I think they've just got to get over that idea of going out there. And this is a flex game. So like I was saying earlier, the flex game means it's going to be 3:30 to 4:30 or a 6 to 8 p.m. start. If it's a night game, we're going to be in deep poo.
Yeah, we don't perform well in Fayetteville at night. I think the last night game I watched us play there, besides that Nico travesty, or not the Nico game, who was it before him, Jordan?
Before Milton. Nico?
Was it Milton?
It wasn't Milton. It was, let's see here.
What was the last night game we played? Because the one I'm thinking of, we got absolutely wrecked by Darren McFadden. I think that was 2007.
No. It was Justin Worley.
Was Worley the guy?
Bujo was here.
Good Lord.
Bujo was here.
That's. I really hope that it kicks at 3:30.
Or actually, you know what? It may have been Dooley. It might have been Dooley. It might not have been. I could be. Let me look. Hang on.
I don't want to put out any false here. That's why I'm asking. I know you know a little bit more about that than I do, because Arkansas is one that, man, I don't know. I've seen us play them, and we don't play them well. It's always that tough game for us.
Yeah, man. The game I think you're thinking of, though, 2006, and the final score in that one was 31-14, and that was a pretty damn good Tennessee team.
Didn't that team end up going to the SEC championship game that year, or was that the 07
not that year?
Squad?
That was the 07 squad.
Okay, yeah, that was still a good team. 06 was still a good team. 14 points though. You said 14. We scored 14 with Nico.
Yep.
14 might be the magic number here for us in Fayetteville. We got to score more than 14 points against this team.
Yeah, I mean that's
still an SEC team, Jordan. They're still an SEC team that's going to put points on the board. It doesn't matter how bad or good the roster is; they can put up 21 points. 14 ain't enough.
So 14, 7, 13, 14. That's our last 4 trips to Fayetteville. And that would be, let's see here, 21 and 27. That's 48. And you divide that by 4. That's 12 points a game, bud.
So they beat us 31-14. Then we scored 7 points in our next road trip. How many points did they score against us there?
49.
Wow. And then the next one, when we scored 13, what was their score?
24.
I mean, then they scored 19 against Nico. Sounds like if we can put 30 some odd points on the board, we can beat this team.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's just talk about this. 3. Let's see here. So beat 23. Put 3 down. So in those 4 games, they have scored 123 total. They're averaging right at 30.5.
See, that's what I'm saying. If Heupel comes
against us there,
if Heupel can come in and average the same amount of points that he averages at home, or hell, come in and average a touchdown less than what you average at home, and it's still good enough to beat them. Run the offense.
Yeah,
Run the offense, boy. Stop worrying about them making big plays on the road and the crowd getting into it. Make them plays, play your offense, beat that team.
Take the crowd out of it early. Take your shots early. Be done with it. Get out of there with a win. Somehow, some way, just do it. It's a hard place for us to win historically. We went through it. Whatever. Let's get here and what's your prediction, Russ?
I'm going to get us in a win here. I mean, we got to win this game. Hop's got to win this game. He's got to have it. I'm going to take us for the W here. Move us into 5-1 at this point. A very tough 5-1. I'm going to say 41-24 Vols.
Well, this might shock you. This is where I'm taking the Vols with a loss. Until they do it, I can't pick it. I mean, I just can't. I'm gonna say it ends up being one of those games where it ends up being a slugfest, and it don't have to be, but we tend to either play up or play down to our opponents. It doesn't matter who the head coach is.
That's true.
I'm gonna take a 24-20 loss here.
I mean, I can see it just as much as us putting 41 on the board. I really can.
I mean, it's just one of those games, man. Until
I really hope that our strength and conditioning coach comes through for this game, because that seems to be an issue when we play in Fayetteville is conditioning. They seem to outrun us, man, and outplay us and out-stamina our team. If we can out-stamina them this year, we can beat this team to death. But
well,
it's all about if that's going to stick or not.
It's like this right here. So most everybody that listens to us knows I coach football. I coach little fellas. I coach middle school kids, whatever. I tell them all the time, it is hard to beat somebody that just don't quit.
Yep.
Keep coming back for more. Arkansas don't quit when we play them. I don't know. It's just like it's just like a rite of passage almost.
Well, you got to be like Kevin Gates out there, man. You can't get tired,
No, that's right, buddy. Well, I don't get tired. I work 6 jobs. I don't get tired. I don't work 6 jobs, and I do get tired.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I have a hard time. I don't want to pick a loss, but it's just like I can't reason myself into doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my thing. I'm not going to sit here and pick us to win every game either. My losses are coming up, and I ain't going to lie about it. I've got a few on this schedule. And I don't want to pick those losses at all. But at the end of the day, I'm smart enough to know as a Vol fan, we're a year off. We're 1 year off. Give us 1 year.
I can't bring myself to be a homer podcast. I cannot do it. I've never been that way, and I'm not going to be that way. I want to be the type of show that, somebody wants to watch, somebody wants to listen. They're going to come here. They're going to get good information. They're going to know it's pretty based on facts. That's what I want to do. And that's what I want us. Yes. That's what I want Volin Out to be. And that's what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. That being said, let's put a bow on this one, end it with a Go Vols, and we'll be back here shortly to preview the next one.
Go damn Vols.
Go damn Vols.